Hey guys, it's Scott with Scott's Pachinko Restorations. Today I've got a 1973 Nishijin 3 comic. And I actually had one of these like very early on in my interest in Pachinko. I want to say it was probably back in like 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. This is actually a pretty neat machine. So I just wanted to take a second and review the full restoration that I performed on it for my client. And obviously shoot some balls into the playfield to see what happens. This is a new playfield that I designed and got on there. This is the original. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there we go. Pretty water damaged and nasty looking, so yeah, wanted to upgrade that. Saved all of the stickers on the front playfield, of course. I like to do that for my clients. That's the front shooter tray, and this here. So this particular machine here, and this is specific for my client that had this restored, I did make a repair on this piece, and this is the piece that I'll be sending you. But when I send you this, this is going to be the piece that you want to back 2 screws out of, and just make sure you save this little washer here. And you'll just pop in the new one, and that shouldn't give you any trouble. But like I said, I did try to repair that to the best of my abilities there, but I'm not entirely sure that that's going to hold long term. But the new part that I have sending to you will. And then there's the Pachinko Palace import sticker. This is your registration stickers and the Nagoya sticker. And boy, those nails came out nice and shiny on this one. And I added some gold stickers to your tulips. New grommet there for the bumper, because that one was all rotted out. So also, to open up the front tray here, what you're going to do is push this button right here, and this thing will just swing right out. If you ever get like carpet fuzz or anything in here that jams up the front tray, you'll want to get in here and just take a look around and see if there's anything keeping the balls from going down into the shooting lane here. That's how you would do that. And then to open the front door, what you're gonna do is around the side here, see this little lever on the back, what you're gonna do is push that up, and that will release the latch on the front door, and then you can get in there, and if you want to adjust the brass nails at any point to make it harder or easier, you can do that. Whatever you might need to get into the front playfield for, that is how you would accomplish that particular task. And then it just snaps closed, and it's that simple. So we'll go ahead and shoot some balls into this. I did just want to show you as I plug it in that the ball empty light will come on. That is because there are no balls in the hopper here, as you can see. So I just want to demonstrate that so that I can show that that works on video. Keep an eye on the top left part of your screen there. Okay, and that is indicating that we have no Pachinko balls in the machine right now, and it needs to be filled up before we can play. Just making sure that the latch is not latched. See, that would be bad if we poured Pachinko balls in right now. And when we add Pachinko balls to the top tray, you'll see that that light goes off. So that's just as simple as that. Okay, so we're all plugged in there, and we're going to go ahead and shoot some Pachinko balls into the playfield and see if we can get some jackpots. There's one. And the center feature has 2 lights that come on. When you do win a jackpot. There you go. And I was going to try to demonstrate hitting some of the tulips, but I'm not too successful doing that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just open the front door to the machine and cheat it so that this doesn't take me an hour. Actually, we'll drain some more out from there. All right, so that works. All right, let's open this up and we'll demonstrate how the center attraction works here. So if you were to get a ball in this top pocket here, whoop, it's gonna flip both of those guys there, and then vice versa. If you get one down here, it opens the top one again. And then these two pockets open below those as well when that happens. I'll demonstrate that again. Okay, so that's how those work. And then a ball on this side just opens that pocket. A ball on this side opens just the right one. And then balls on the top right opens this pocket up, and that one will open the left. So that one's pretty easy. Just remember, if you get one in the top left, this left pocket at the bottom will open, and if you get one at the top right, the bottom right tulip will open. So that's pretty simple. And then these guys, obviously, this is just one pay as those fall in. And like I said, you can adjust those nails to make this easier or harder, just depending upon however you want to play it. But that is just kind of demonstrating how those work. Why are we not closing here? Let's take a look. There we go. But that is how the front playfield plays and how the pockets function. Alright, and then this is the back of your machine, all nicely cleaned up. Like I said, all these parts came off, and each one was individually cleaned and then put back together for a full reassembly. Right here, this is your electrical, and I've just got that hooked up to a wall wart here. String comes up, or wires rather, and these just feed right into your white and red terminals. The yellow does not get one. This top right light right here is your ball empty light, which is controlled by this little micro switch here, or leaf switch rather. And when this lever goes up and down for being open, or for being full or empty of pachinko balls, it will touch those contacts together, and you'll see that light come on as the contacts touch. So that's how that one works. Now these right here, this will typically have a cover over it, and I have both of these covers here, but for this video I just wanted to make sure that I could show you this up close without the cover being on it. But that cover will go kind of right over the top here, and I'll put that on there after the video's done. But this is your jackpot leaf switch, which operates the light that goes straight through the front of the machine, and the side one right here that you can kind of see in the back of this plastic piece. So when those contacts touch, you'll see both of those lights light up, and that is whenever you get a jackpot, those will come on. Those will not come on for balls empty at the top. If you were to ever get the machine at a point where it's jammed up and this lever is up and this jackpot chamber has not refilled, that light could come on and stay on, but that would signify that you have a little bit of a jam in the back of the machine that you need to take a look at and clear before you can continue playing. So the two biggest things with this machine, and Nishijin Model Bs are super easy. What you need to look for here is this little pin right here. Before you start playing, make sure that you push this into the upward position. This is currently up and down. If it's rocked downwards, this pin will push it into the upward position for you. And then right up here, you'll see that this piece is latched, and we'll demonstrate what that does here. Actually, I'll just do it right now for you. And I've got the ball tray right there for you, but this will empty out all the balls from this point up. Okay, and then now you're out of balls, so your ball empty light came on, and your contacts are touching for that. So that's what this little latch does, but you want to make sure that that's pulled closed before you add balls to the top hopper. Otherwise, they're just going to come right out the bottom and make a mess. So we'll load these again. You see those did not go flying everywhere. So obviously up here, you're probably going to want about 500 nice clean chrome Pachinko balls, no rust. You don't want rust because that'll track all over your playfield. And that will be enough to kind of get you started playing. And like I said, what you want to definitely make sure of, and this sticker actually went with your machine. I'll send this off with you. But you'll see that sticker was right here. Push that little nail in to reset the lever up prior to loading or playing. So I'm giving you those instructions, and Pachinko Palace was also giving people those instructions. So make sure that that is pressed in the upper position, and you'll be good to go. But also got this cover here that I'll be putting onto the machine. I just wanted to make sure that you could see this jackpot arm function. And actually, I was gonna say I could run some balls through this right now from the front if that would be helpful. I guess I'll probably do that for you. Let me pop this open. This is the latch to the front, and you open that up, and I'm gonna cheat it a little bit. And this is how the back of your machine will function without covers on. Let me make sure I can get that in there. All right, here we go. And you can watch this seesaw rock back and forth here. Okay, so that paid out there. And then this is just kind of the overview here. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. And if you need any further instruction, I actually did a very in-depth video on Nishijin Model B machines. Just let me know if you need that one, and I'll be happy to send it over to you. And if anybody else has any questions on Nishijin Model Bs or any other style Pachinko machine, definitely shoot me an email, give me a call, and we can talk through it and figure out what's going on. So thank you guys for watching. I will link my website in the video description of this description. And if you have any questions, all of the contact information will be right there on my website for you. Thanks, guys.